Right then guys, so this week for sales, so these are Tuesday sales. Got some good ones. So first things first, for a vacuum cleaner, Honedge, something like that, Hunichu Chore, I don't know how to say it. That went for 15, just a battery, tested, working, only got 5% charge. Did get a message saying can we put it into a Hoover. Luckily we had one in stock, so we tested that, that's all working. Radley, if you don't know and you want to get into some women's handbags, Radley's a good one to watch out for. Mid-tier when it comes to second-hand sales. That went for 30 quid. Sometimes charity shops do price them quite high, but you can find them quite cheap at other places. Got a Shake and Smash vintage Red Hulk action figure. That went for 9 quid. Not bad for £1. Not bad for £1. So we've got Batman Beyond action figures. This is Harley Quinn and Joker in their box. Box is a little bit damaged. Paid up a little bit on this just because it's Batman Beyond, and I actually really liked Batman Beyond anyway. That went for 25. So not bad. I think I paid 8 quid, so it went up quite a bit, but this is pretty cool. So Ronson vintage lighter, instruction manual case, there it is. That's how it all looks. That went for 20 all in, which, yeah, surprising. Cost me about £4, £4.50. Then we got, if you've been watching the videos, you know I buy wholesale and resell on Gundam model kits. One of the passions I've got. I enjoy building them. I do it with the missus. This is one that we're selling. It is RGM 79S GM Spartan. It's actually not a Gundam. If you don't know, that's a mobile suit. All of them are mobile suits, but Gundams are made from Gundanium, I believe it is the material, and that's what makes them a Gundam. A bit of education if you wanted to get into it. All in, that went for 30 quid. High grade kit, all sealed, all done. Always worth looking out for them if you can find them new and sealed out and about. And we've got, getting to the season, golf clubs again, just a random set. Nothing too good in that, but they were not listed long. That one actually comes with a trolley, so they're getting the clubs, the bag, the balls and the trolley. $89.99 that went for, so £90, really good sale. That basically paid my store fee because I have a £90 store fee every single month. That sold for $89.99, so that plus say the Ronson lighter after fees, they're free. That's going to cost me postage, but it pays my store fee. Kind of the way I look at it rather than £90. This was interesting. So I got a Bosch Athleta upright vacuum cleaner. This was up at $79.99. Sent an offer out for 10% off. Got a message, would you take £50? Under and then I went, you know what, I've had it sat around, it only cost me £4. Yes, I'll take 50. And they put an offer in at 45. So they've physically messaged and said, will you take 50? I've gone, yes, no problem, just pop the offer in because you've had an offer off me, you have to counter. And they tried to knock me down another £5. So this is how I dealt with it. Interesting little way. I counter offered them 55. Because they tried to be cheeky and knock me down £5 on the agreed price. After they were already getting a substantial discount, they're getting 30 quid off at that point. I went, right, counter, 55. If they want it, that's the new minimum I'm going to take from them as an individual. They accepted, they paid, they took it.
Good morning everyone. It's Thursday morning, so we're going to be doing what we sold from Wednesday night through to Thursday morning. And the first item is this lovely Babyliss straightener set, which comes with its own little stand. We took this was $14.99. Paid £1, maybe £2 on this one. The second one is a full right-handed golf club set men's, which comes with a trolley. So this is your golf club bag and your clubs. And this is the trolley. They did pay full asking price for this one of $89.99. And then we have a Miss Piggy Special. This one is the schoolgirl one. We got a bundle of these. I think there's about 8 in total. maybe more, I can't actually remember, maybe less, but it's a schoolgirl one. We took an offer of £8 on that. It was originally up for, I believe, £12.99. So we'd only paid probably max about £1 on each one of them. We then also have some lovely grey fox fur inside Ugg boots. These were up for £35, I think, and we took an offer at £25 on them. And last but not least is this blanket. This is a large snow piercer blanket. We actually took an offer on this. We had this up, I think it was 25 quid, and we took an offer for £14 because this is going abroad, and they have actually paid £43 in total.
Friday, so Thursday sales. Only got two, they're not bad. First up, we got a Glam Doll, Forks leather, fur trim coat. That went for $29.99. I keep meaning to take the coats and the jackets off eBay because of the time of year, but then they keep selling. So if you're selling something, don't take it off. Even if it's out of season, if you're still selling a product, don't take it off. And the second one, this went for $39.99. Lovely pair of Ugg trainers with the original box, barely worn. They still got like the plastic bits on the bottom. So I think I underpriced these because they literally sold in like the first hour of listing, so I probably could have got more. I went on the lower side because we struggle to sell Ugg boots. When you are struggling with something, I tend to price it lower, but I think it's the older boots I'm struggling with. If I get any more of them, they will probably go up for higher. Right then, so Saturday, so we're quickly going to go through Friday sales. A couple of them to go through. So we got a Revlon, that's actually a hairdryer brush. That went for $14.99. Not bad little sale. Got an old quartz Canterbury wall clock. Did pick this up at Car Boot. That went for $35.99. We got 4 of these Guinness glasses, brand new, sealed, all in. Got 4 of them. They were £4.20. That's the first one that's gone for $9.99. Got some. Oh, let's get the angle out of them. Got some Spada leather motorcycle trousers. These went for $30. That was an offer, so good on that one. We got a Morphy Richards bread maker. That we got from the auction last weekend. Turned around very quickly. That went for $34.99. And then the last one. This has got all of its parts. It does work. It's a Miele XXL Hoover. It's over 20 years old, that went for £100. Originally I had it up at $175. Hasn't shifted in about 8 weeks, so I went, you know what, let's drop the price. We went down to $135 with offers at $94.99 up. Offer came through at $100 last night. Took it, gone, out the door. So Monday morning, so we're going to do a couple of weekend sales, everything that's sold sort of after 12 o'clock Saturday through to 9 AM Monday. Now there's one that, this is just the first one I'm going to do. It's a Bosch Hoover, nothing special about it. It's got a little cord rewrite, pull along. We took an offer on that for $34.99. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago we took the offer and they paid, and then they sent a message, we're on holiday for 2 weeks, please don't dispatch it. We've delayed the dispatch for 3 weeks. Bear in mind we normally do next day. That would have gone the day after they bought it. So we now need to appeal to eBay. Just do bear in mind, guys, if you late dispatch, it'll put negative marks on your account. You can appeal them all to eBay. That is finally getting sent today. Once that's packed and dispatched and at the post office, we'll appeal it on eBay, because there's proof for them saying, can you delay by this amount of time and not dispatch it, it'll be fine. But just bear that in mind if you're late on any of them. And we've got in box Dulux paint pod roller system. These are pretty good to pick up if you can get them cheap enough. That's gone for $32.99. Then we've got this HS leather London jacket, women's size medium. That went for $25. When I say 25, I mean $24.99. These went for £52. This is a kid's set of golf clubs. Not a full set. The kids sets, you don't really tend to get full sets. You don't really want a full set for a kid. There's all in about 8 clubs in there, plus the golf balls and some covers for them. Like I say, £52. When it comes to kid sets, you don't really want to be getting a full 13, 14 piece set, because the price and all that, they go out of them too quick. I'd have to charge, I mean, I'm charging 52 for that. If I had a full set, it'd be the same price as an adult set. You're better off just getting the main ones and going from there if your kid is going to get into golf. Save yourself some money. So then we've got, this is a 2-piece. It is a, put it that way so you guys can see. It's a Daiwa Triforce carbon fibre fishing rod. Took an offer for 25 on that just to shift it. 2-piece, not actually that big of one to be honest. But hey ho. Another Guinness glass. New, sealed, in box. Guinness is always something good to watch out for. That went for $9.99. So now we've got Bagpuster board game. Vintage, old, rare. Took a long time to sell though. It went for $14.99, but we've had that up in the store since November. So we've got some Chloe perfume. New, sealed. You may have seen me pick that up at a car boot. Lots of people say, oh, if you pick it up at a car boot, it's never going to be real. You can actually take them out, scan the barcodes online. You can do all sorts of things. You can go on the Chloe website and they've got all the codes and where they should be, and just add it all up. You do it all. You just authenticate them online, and I will admit somebody could go and do all of that and make a fake one based on that. They could, it is possible. Most fakes do not go to that level. Like, they won't even cut out a made in China, sign on a Ferrari and replace it with made in Italy, and that's a really easy giveaway for certain things. Some fakes are really good, most are not. They're designed to, you know, just trick people really quickly. Oh, the front looks good, I'll buy that because it's a bargain. You know, that all adds up to me. It may be fake. I'm 99% sure it's not, but there is 1% of me that sort of goes, well, what if? But you never know. I'll find out if they return it, which they shouldn't. And the last one, Funko Pop Super Saiyan God, I believe it is. It's Goku. It's one of his Super Saiyan forms. I can't remember which one. It's a limited edition Funko Pop. People say the market on Funko Pops is dead. Don't pick them up. Don't do this. Don't do that. Yes, there's a lot of Funko Pops that are not worth picking up. This is one that, however, is even out of his box. He went for 30 quid. Right then, guys. It's Tuesday, so we're quickly going to go through Monday sales. Quite a few to go through. We actually had a 90% sell-through rate, which is really, really good. A couple of items here sold the day of listing as well, which is really, really, really good. Right, so first one up. This is actually faulty. Bought it at the weekend. Came with a load of... Actually, the video's on YouTube. Watch the video from the weekend and you'll see exactly where that came from. That's off 40 quid. Faulty, going off to somebody we sold to before. Again, same from the weekend. It's gone from the same person. This has a very minor fault. So it's a Karcher K4 full control pressure washer. They are incredibly expensive. That went for $79.99 with one fault. Now the fault on it is the fact that where you connect it is leaking. So it is just a little thing that you can go and buy from B&Q or whatever. Interestingly, that went for $79.99. So did that. Exactly the same price. Dior Sauvage aftershave. That came from a car boot. Again, we've done all the checks. We scanned all the codes. We've checked on their website. As far as we're concerned, this is real. Okay? I'd say I'm 99% sure it's real. There's always going to be that 1% doubt in my head. There always will be. But to me, if that comes back as fake, I was confident enough to sell it in the first place. That's kind of where you need to be. Now, next one, and there is two more. That this is all stock I got from Saturday. For anybody that wonders why I'm willing to go and spend £350 on a complete and utter punt of a gamble as to whether things work. This is why. We literally, on Saturday, went and bought loads of items. Watch the video, you'll see roughly how much we got. I sold 4. I only listed 4. I've got 100% sell-through rate of the items I bought from him that I listed on the Monday. It's phenomenal. But anyway, this one's another jet wash. This one's quill cast. This one is fully functioning, fully working. That one went for £50. And we got a Vax Lithium Life battery for their cordless things, cordless vacuums. That went for 25. Got Matchbox models of yesteryear, new in car. That's a Mercedes-Benz 770. That came from the A5 auction. Will have paid a couple of quid. Only turned into £10. Free postage. I'm going to see my money back out, and we reckon less than £1 in profit. Not really worth it, but it does help tick over when you get everything else. This is sat for quite a while, to be honest. This isn't from Saturday just gone. It's from 4 weeks prior that I bought off the same guy. This is a Vax Pace main motor body, no battery. Battery not included. Battery sold separately. Before anybody asks, it's not that battery. I won't be that harsh. But yeah, that went for £30. Took an offer from down from $34.99. I'm going to show you this one. It's Build-A-Bear. It's from Shark Week. He's a great white, although he's more grey. He went for £15. He was going to be shipped over to America. That sold yesterday around 10, 11 o'clock. And then we, through the night, I think about 1 AM this morning, had a cancellation request come through to cancel it. So just so you know, not everything you sell will always be going out the door. Sometimes you get cancellation requests. Normally, it's pretty instantaneous. It comes through like within 5-10 minutes. Oh, I didn't mean to buy that. Really sorry. That one instantly. Right, the last two anyway, I'm going to show you, even though you guys probably know what these are going to look like by now. But just so you can get a gauge for some rough price differences. So first of all, full right-handed set of golf clubs. The bag is battered. It's a Wilson. It's old as all hell. None of the clubs in it are that great. There's no covers. That is going to have golf balls. That went for $54.99. Little below asking. I think asking was 60. Just to get it gone, you know. It's one of those where we just sort of strap together what random bits we had rather than binning it. We'll put the worst clubs with the worst bag and do all that. Now this one's a bit more on the opposite end, so the bag is a bit battered. Again, full right-handed set, bag's in slightly better days. You can see it's been used, but again, with full right-handed, inside that you've got your full set of drivers. You've got a hybrid, and then you've got your obviously full set. This is slightly better. It's Spadlin, mid-tier. You know, it's a Wilson hybrid. You've got some covers on it for the actual clubs. It's a better condition than that one, newer than that one, more than that one. We took an offer, $79.99. So, I don't know if that'll help anybody, but that is how you can sort of gauge where you should be at. It's a £30 price difference. Just so that you guys know, for £30, by the way. That one there, the first one that came up, the bag with a lot, and I do mean a lot, of clubs and another bag, I paid £3 at auction. This tiltist one, for the bag and a few clubs, because I actually remember buying this one, it didn't have a full set, and it had some duplicates, and we normally ship with 13 to 15 clubs. It had about 10 in it, so it wasn't even a full set. Their asking was 15, I got it down to 10 at a car boot. Then guys, so end of the week, so we get to do the numbers. If you do hear my dog scratching around, she wanted a bit of peace from the kids, so she's running around my feet. Say hi, Daphne. Yeah, she decided she wanted to run around my feet. Can't blame her, she wanted to get away from the kids. But anyway, notebook, done all the maths. What we bought the items for, what was sold for, eBay fees, everything. So, first things first, I will put them up as we go along. So, first things first, the grand total of everything we sold this week came to £1,440 and 2 pence. 2 pence, annoying, but yeah, here's what it is. Okay, for that, we paid £203.20. So that is what the stock cost me that sold, not the other stock, because don't forget we do 10 a day. We haven't had a day where we sold 10. So every day there's 10 new items coming in. If we only sell 2, I'm only saying the cost of the stock that's sold. So there's still another 8 items that are paid for. So that is still there. Then eBay has charged us £215.35 for the fees. We've had to pay an ad fee on all of that. Well, optional ad fee, I chose to advertise the products, of £16.37, and then a postage fee between Royal Mail, Parcelforce and Yodel has set us back £244.38, which I don't know if you've been following along at home and you know the numbers, if you've worked out what you know, but that has left us with a grand profit this week of £793.46. Don't know what to say, guys. £793. That's nearly £800 for a week in profit. That's not bad. I'd love to be at the point of £1,000 a week. The position I wanted to be in before I did this full time, which I now do, was I really wanted to be seeing just £1,000 a week coming off eBay. So that would not include postage. That would be gone, you know, because we don't pay for postage through eBay. So after eBay fees and after ad fees, obviously what I paid in the postage, I've already put that out there, and the postage comes directly out of my account. So I just wanted to see coming off eBay £1,000 per week. Now when you look at the account, I got paid a lot more than that, because obviously, again, like I just said, the cost of the item is something that I've already outlaid. That doesn't matter when it comes to eBay. If I paid £10 for the item, there's still £10 on eBay. It doesn't get deducted. And the postage comes directly out of my account. It goes through PayPal, or, you know, directly out of my account if it's like Parcelforce. So again, all that stays on eBay. So realistically, the £700 I got, you can actually add for what physically came into my account this week, £203.20 and £244.38, because they came directly out of my account, so they did come off eBay. We did have 2 returns this week, which were very annoying. We had a set of golf clubs come back at 60 quid because he bought them for his wife and his wife didn't get on with them. 30-day returns, you can send stuff back for change of mind. You know what, I don't mind. Very open, very honest. My wife doesn't like them. They're not, the sport's not for her. I'd like to return them. Yep, fine. I don't struggle to sell golf clubs that often. And we had another one for a sewing machine over a £3.75 part. So there's a part on the sewing machine. You can buy a pack of 2 for £3.75 off eBay, brand new. Didn't want to buy it, didn't want to fit. Said should come with that. You actually need it to operate. It's an optional part, but whatever. That came back at £71.99, which was really irritating. But now we've gone both back. They're both in our drafts. They'll go back onto eBay at some point. We'll be adding into the description of the sewing machine that part's not included, but you can buy one. I'm tempted to buy a twin pack, to be fair, because then I've got a spare one, but it's an optional part, you don't need it. So probably cut a bit of this out, to be honest. But anyway, guys, you know, let us know what you think. Let us know if you think that was a good or a bad week. Let us know if you're doing better or worse. Let us know if the videos are helpful. But anyway, if you want to see more, like and subscribe, and you'll see more. We're going to go do some charity shops now anyway. I'm probably just going to take my eldest daughter, obviously not including the dog. Yeah, so go do our local charity shops, see what we can find.